It was played in game one.
Yeah. I'm trolling. Yone has been played before by Kana into the Nivea, and it's locked in. It's a volatile matchup, not an easy champion to play.
Not something we see. That's a lot of damage onto Kana as well. Yeah. It's the risk of a range into melee. We talk about it every time he comes up. Dazzle flash onto Kalist. He has exhaust, but he's exhausted. Hansama going in. First blood, G2. Just strike first, G2. Flashes, no summoners, no heal. Hansama's going to get healed up a little bit.
Has a lot of healing.
He needs those couple of auto attacks. Good flash from Busio. The Dazzle only connects onto the clone, and Hans is down. Lebrov leaves him for dust as Kaza trying to get his flash away. Lebrov is here with Skumond.
Yeah, Broken Blade respects this. It's going to be huge for G2.
Yeah, Yike comes across. The Undertow's going to land. Yike does still have flash and has a blast cone, but with the Undertow landing again, Skumond gets on the right side of the blast cone. He's going to chase him down. The Viking wants blood. Yike flashes under the tower. The wall comes in, but Broken Blade's going to get egged. He's already used the flash, and Kana, with his soul unbound, sends Broken Blades to the afterlife. The dive. Kalist flashes away, puts a snapshot down, and Lebrov just survives, doesn't get hit by that last
look at Skumond. It's coming behind there.
Oh, the Undertow. The Undertow looking to send you to the underworld. As you say, top TP in from Broken Blade. Looks like Busi's going to reset. Kalist tries to get away from the Dazzle, but Skumond can just walk in and send Kalist to Valhalla. Skumond takes 2 tower shots. There's a possibility Yike has gone in and stolen this Grump and these wolves, so Broken Blade be a little bit cautious. Yeah. And vegan that finds their protein and their vitamins from other sources. This is the I'm having cucumber sandwiches sort of vegan, you know, as Busio underneath the tower. Flash Dazzle, Lebrov doesn't connect as Busio is able to hookshot wall dive away.
Have to run quite far.
Summer flashes, it puts the exhaust down. Starlight's touch for a little bit extra damage on the Light Slinger. Undertow out as well. Busio's flash about to come off cooldown, but it's too little too late as Hans Summer secures his second.
Because he doesn't have any peel against the Olaf.
Yeah.
The Olaf is going to run straight at him, and sure, if Kana is hitting the Olaf, I think he needs to be a little bit mindful of it.
He can't survive and absorb the pressure, then be able to get too much push, especially when you're going tank first, as Caps is. Flash Rots from Broken Blade doesn't connect. Does put down the Glacial Storm, and Kana just sits in it for a little while. Broken Blade needs to be careful. Fate Sealed comes out, does still have the egg. Broken Blade walking away. There's the egg as the Flash Rots doesn't connect, but Kana needs to be cautious on this. Goes in with another Mortal Seal, but in the end won't have the damage crystallized down. He'll use the Q3 again to get away. Caps trading in the picture-in-picture, but Skumond there. I don't think KC want to go too much deeper. Busio has the Hexagon and Maidum as they look for Yehu. Lebrov and Hansama coming in to join the party. Dazzle flashed away by Yehu as he slithers his way out, but Busio has no escape. Did have the flash, decided not to utilize it. As G2 find their follow-up at Hexagon made him, even if he's massively behind.
Yes.
Like if he does find a good flank, as you say. Kalist looking for Caps here. Busio's on his way across. There's the exhaust. Torn out, will land on both. Caps going to try and get in range for a Justice Punch, but there's no real way for him to go. And he cannot escape. The walls off the minion wave. The minions walk around. Busio has to step back. And now Kana's going in. No wave. He's to Glacial Storm out. It's incredibly awkward as the Face Seal doesn't connect either. Hexagon made him. This dive has gone all kinds of wrong for KC. Broken Blade plays it perfectly, and this dive going kind of wrong for G2 as well.
Oh my God.
Yike will die, the ace in the hole blocked by Lebrov as everyone misses everything. Skumond and Yehu trying to get away here as Hans Summer's now on the wrong side of this wall. Yehu can try and chase him out. Caps is coming, and Caps is going, and it's Caps coming to the fight.
It's very important, being able to stall out that soul point.
Well, Skumond's just going to chase this. Has Ragnarok, uses it early. Petrifying Gaze as Hero's entrance as well as Yike realizes he cannot help here. Backs away. The edge of the taunt still catches him, and Skumond chases him further. Yike flashes out and will manage to escape the Winds of War, not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hans Summer just absolutely decimates Kalist with a good trap. Kalist answers with one back. Busio still looking to see if he can find this engage because Kana's on his way and has that Fate Sealed. Hexagon made him onto Skumond, Ignite down as well. The taunt out from Caps to try and separate the squad. Lebrov here with a Dazzle, doesn't land. Fate Sealed, Caps almost dies. Dashes back in with a Justice Punch. Come on, Tarek. Back up for Yike. Tarek, can you survive? Can Lebrov live through this? The answer is a resounding no. As the crowd tells you. For him, Tarek can't survive through this, and he doesn't have the help of his jungler who's just across the wall. Rift out picked up for G2. Very even game. 1,000 gold lead for KC. Most of that sitting on Kana's shoulders, but Yehu also has an advantage, as does Busio, who's got that Sundered Sky complete. I love the Knight's Vow from Labrov, an underutilized item in my estimations. Caps dodges with the Justice Punch, gets away from Mortal Steel, and now that Hextech Ultimatum's a little bit too deep, but not too much damage for G2, so they can't chase Busio. Riptail being used on the top side.
Yeah, Casey don't get the bot dive off now. Let's see what happens on the top side. G2 has put down the Herald, securing the tower for Broken Blade. Probably going to drive it into the next tower as well.
Yeah, Skumon gets in, takes a little driving lesson towards that top tower. Labrov caught out, has to flash. The taunt from Cap still lands onto Yike. Culling in the mid lane, chanting. Since KC got back into the game, there was a bit of silence at the start when Hans Sommer was getting ahead, but a couple of plays have got KC back into this. Even Steven, 70 minutes in, a Drake apiece. The only difference really, the fact that KC have 3 pick up this Drake and no real contest from KC. They're willing to give it, only second of the game. We talked about why getting that Inferno was so important. You see it there.
They don't go for a cross map when they want to give the Dragon. Instead, they camp on the side. The Dragon was taken on the
now to Yike here, uses Cyclone to try and get away, but the Viking will not be stopped by that. Kalist does manage to stop him though. A flash away from Skumon. Meanwhile, the tower on the bot side is going to fall to Kana's unrelenting pressure.
Yeah, Yike was spinning, but ends up getting out there.
Have the damage for it, but you got to set up vision around it. Caps and Yehu are battling out in the top side as Broken Blade's caught out in the Hex Ultimatum. Yike's on his way across, but the Mega Blast Cone is going to get Broken Blade across the wall. Ragnarok out as well from Skumon as he looks for the chase, but he can't auto too much longer because Yehu is on the flank. Yike going low. Labrov and Hans Sommer in with the culling. Skumon able to escape, and KC, they thought they'd found the trap, but they're the ones that tried to gobble up the cheese. G2 now looking for Yehu, who with a noxious blast had to flash. Petrify engaged, the dazzle doesn't connect, but Hans Sommer untouched, unperturbed as Yehu tries to get away, but a flash will follow him. Kalist now in the midst of G2 is spelled where he stands, and just as I talked about the Baron, it feels like G2 have it on their mind.
And KC sends everything, kitchen sink, microwave, bread toaster, everything gets sent into killing Broken Blade and Skumon, but Skumon is unstoppable. Broken Blade has the egg, and G2 ends up collapsing before anyone goes down. It's a fantastic punish by G2, great movement there, great response, and they will be rewarded with the Baron buff.
And the 2,000 gold lead is Busio.
Oh, no.
Did not need to be.
Ends up going down. I think they thought initially they should go on Anivia, but then she has eggs, so they changed their mind. And here Yehu, he's just caught way too far behind enemy lines. And Asama flash.
Stepping forward here, Broken Blade with the crystallized. Mortal Steel will land the knockup, but Kana taken down before he can snap back to reality. His knees taken out from underneath him as Hans Sommer continues to push in the side lane. He's 3,000 gold ahead. That's a full item on this AD carry. The Novori Flicker Blades flickering the HP of this tower down.
I mean, it's definitely very bougie this game. This Lucian is eating like a king. In goes Busio.
Tries to get in, but Broken Blade will fall. Meanwhile, they'll get on the Ragnarok. Yike going in with the Cyclone. The Dazzle still finds the stun. Yehu can't get in range, and it's only BB. Only the Anivia that's sent to the Spirit Realm. Skumon trying to heal up off the Scuttle Crown.
Gotta get the clap,
with a smite. There's TP wards behind and TP up for Kana in 6 seconds. G2 don't really have a way out of this situation.
Yeah, Caps has ultimate. He could come in here, but you need to fight your way out.
Labrov has 1-2. Cosmic Radiance could be massive. Busio tries to step forward. Culled, almost taken down. Kana now dashing out. There's the culling from Hans Sommer. Cosmic Radiance as well, but not much time coming out from KC as they look for the dazzle. Labrov flashes forward. Skumon and Hans Sommer able to back away with the Hero's Entrance coming in from Caps. But yeah, who takes down Labrov? Hans Sommer on the retreat. Caps trying to protect him. Caps is going to fall. KC have bitten back in game 3.
And it's a hot pursuit. And G2 tried to fight their way out of it. But in the end, we're going to rewatch this. Broken Blade goes down. Busio, E, flash, E, catches him on the angle.
You're just winds of warring the wave and then hoping that Kana doesn't go on you.
Yeah.
As Hans Sommer goes in with the culling, Kalist with a good 90 caliber net as well. Does eat some of it. Hans Sommer flashes. Kalist has to flash away. Broken Blade flashes, gets him with a glacial storm. He brings down Kalist, who it seemed like he got out of dodge.
G2 could go Baron here. They're pinging the Baron. Caps is Kana, make sure he can't get into it. KC will cut their losses, give up the Baron, and secure themselves soul points. Now it's going to come down to, can G2 use this Baron? if they don't snowball with this Baron, this is actually a net winner for KC. Getting this Dragon, securing Salt Point, could be the decider if G2 doesn't play well with his Baron buff.
Yeah, gotta snowball it, gotta take as many of these towers as possible, and the inhibitor line will be hard to clear through. You've got Miasma, not a huge amount of easy wave players. Kana steps up, he knew this was happening. There were a couple of things coming out on towards that bush, has to use the Fate Seal to get away. This will be a tower in the top lane for G2. They push their advantage with the Baron buff. The wave clear on KC, not the most substantial, and it's short range as well.
Yeah, I mean, without Fate Seals, you can't dive anymore, but they're going with Skumon.
Skumon, Ragnaroks jumps onto Yehu, tries to get those autos down to keep the Ragnarok rolling. Ace in the hole gets through, but Skumon survives. The rest of G2 were backing away from the top side. Cap's now the one who's caught. Hexagol made him go down. He's waiting for that blast code. Uses the taunt, but the Justice Punch only finds him guilty. G2 now need to retreat because KC can continue to collapse. A good flash from above into the crystallites. Yehu dies! Broken Blade finds him. And now Yike only has Busio for support. Kana's pushing through mid.
Broken Blade wants to chase this. It's going to be a slow shot. Skumon is here with an axe, but Yike popcorns away from it. What is done by LeBron? It's going to be Crystallize and Calling. Those are your tools, but they're going on Caps.
Yike goes for Caps. No flash on him. Does have the Seeker's Justice Punch. The inhibitor tower will be forfeit as G2 do crack through the base. Caps still walking away. A Cyclone gets the slow. Another Justice Punch into the taunt will slow down Yike as he can't catch onto Caps. And meanwhile, G2 continue to push in. A great Justice Punch. He has the Seekers. He doesn't use it.
Look at the base, man. Look at the base.
Now in tatters, the first Nexus tower down as Kana has to use the Fate Seal to get away. Cosmic Radiance coming down as well. It's going to be all members of G2. Yeah, who getting chased out by the Viking, and he's almost sent to this grave, but he manages to survive.
But here comes Yike.
Still alive. Yike on his way out. No flash, no Cyclone. G2 retreating. A full V5 in favor of KC, and G2 will be able to walk away. Busio can still chase. Has the flash, has the accelerated, the crystallize. Doesn't stop Kalista and Kana from getting across. The TP behind as Yehu looks for them head to Ryan Gaze. A hexing on the maiden. Busio dives in. Busio dives. It's a mess in the middle of the T5. Broken Blade pops to someone good better Ryan Gaze. Yehu exhausted. Hansama surviving. Has the Guardian Angel. Yike tries to dive in, but he can't get close enough. Kalista begins to open up. KC are winning the fight. It's all on Hans, and he's clipped by the Mortal Steel. And no longer immortal. He eats the trap as Kalist takes the Quadra.
And a crowd erupts, medic, as KC for himself. He needs to create angles in his team fight. Hansama has no flash.
Kana looking to flank as well. There's the culling. Busio at half HP. The soul, the target. Broken Blade trying to come in as Caps is caught by Kana. Kalist stand up though, has the flash, but he's dead before he can get away. He's ready. It's coming out as well as Hansama. It's killed Kalist. Yehu with a great ult kills Hansama. Monkey Eddie carries it down. And there's your Fate Seal G2 here in the home of the blue wall. You will not stand it.
Ends up falling to the Cyclone. If that Tyrant field connects onto Hansama, he can pump out so much more damage. But in the end, it's just Skumon as the solo. It's all on Hansama. He needs to be the man that shuts down this onslaught of KC.
KC undefeated on their road trips. They have not lost a single series when they have been in front of these fans. And here, where G2 were a Nexus tower away across the Windsor Wall just short. Yike can just tag this, needs to get in front, Warrior Trickster to do so, and that inhibitor tower is going to melt under the power of Kalist's cannon. He takes the one.
But G2 need to hold their position here. They need to make sure Caps can catch this, but Kana catches him out.
Kana uses the QSS, Justice Punch, stopwatch.
Oh, stopwatch the E damage.
Goes back with the Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, towards the top side, Broken Blade caught out with the Hexagon range. TP coming in as well with the Flash Force onto Busio. There's a stopwatch from Broken Blade. He's going to have the egg. Gets the Cyclone out as Hansama jumps onto Kalist. Needs to dash forward. He gets it. Kalist is down. And KC left no ready to carry to his own devices. And those devices will take it out for the Predator again. Gets onto Hansama. He's still after GA. Yehu in the stopwatch. Yike trying to get away. There's Atos connects on him. Yehu falls. A hero's entrance from Caps. Gets the knock-up. Hansama's dead. Kalist is dead. Yike gets one. He heals up with the Sun the Sky. And now it's all of Ghana. He's the no damage. Olaf. Answers gets the GA. But only Caps remain standing.
KC has won the fight. They can run down mid. Yike is going to chase Caps and let Kana be the one to run down mid to end this game. He's flashing out. Tries to get to the Nexus. I think he needs to recall. If you run through this Kana again, you're going to get one shot.
Caps will recall.
20 seconds on Broken Blade. He got caught out at the beginning of that play. I actually don't think Kana can end it. It's going to be the Elder for Kaza. This game is not over, Medic!
Top lane inhibitor tower fell to minions. The inhibitor is surely to follow as well. Kana's going to come across. 7 seconds on Kalist. That inhib likely to fall to G2's minion wave. KC will get the Elder. They'll wait for the respawns of Kalist. Maybe Yehu as well. They still have 7 seconds. Is Kalist there in time on the top side to save that inhibitor? It looks like it. KC get the Elder, win the fight, but how damn close is this game?
Let's tries to find a pick onto Busio, but he ends up being engaged on and starts to find. Never mind, we don't have time for that. We're gonna look
Busio
at the drive air setup.
Justice punch out, Kana going in, the dazzle comes out, but on the back line is LeBron who always gets taken out, the Elder as well, so good here for KC, they'll kill off Caps. The talisman for G2 now in the dirt and Baron, Casey's opportunity.
I mean, G2 can't contest is that Elder buff and Chemtech Soul. You need to try to stall this out. Elder still up and available for 1 minute and 45 seconds. KC, your timer starts now.
Dying in the mid lane, KC don't have a minion wave here to work with. The single might won't be enough, but Kana is going to take the top lane inhibitor tower because G2 all had to back and defend the Nexus.
Broken Blade's wave clear here is invaluable.
8 in the hole, Skewmon blocks it. Kana goes in with the Mortal Steel, face sealed into the backline as well. This is the engage that they need. Cosmic Radiance coming down. It hits all 5. Cap surviving, gets the taunt, but Caps goes down. He was in the stopwatch for Cosmic Radiance and yet in the next time is going to fall. Kalist stepping forward. Kalist rapping forward. Kalist trying to carry it all on his shoulders. And with the help of Kana, G2 have been defeated. Paris remains blue.
It's KC's house. G2 came.